What's up, everybody? I'm back with another tool deals video. And today we got some deals over at Home Depot, but they all special buys, so get them while the getting's good. First up, we have this rigid oscillating tool. So this is a kit that comes with two 2 amp hour batteries, $89. Now, with that said, one of you pointed out the last time this deal was up that this is a stinky brushed one. Now, I won't call it stinky because it's brushed, but I will look at the reviews now. It says 69% of customers recommend, but it has good reviews, so I don't know what that's all about. But here is the brushless brethren to that. It's $200. That's stupid. Don't do this. $200 for this bad boy. I mean, you have your 3-speed selected. That means nothing to me. $200, it comes with a 4 amp hour high output battery with a charger. Look, you're better off getting this Milwaukee M12 fuel oscillating tool for $185. This is much better because it comes with more amp hours of battery, two 5 amp hour high output batteries, the charger, and then this magnificent tool here. Very little vibration, great to hold in the hand. The batteries are not taking up as much space because, they have a smaller footprint. This is a fantastic oscillating tool. This one right here makes no absolute sense. Now, I would either go this 185 or I would go this $89 right here, depending on your budget. So that's what I would do. I'll leave links to all of them, even though I closed the other one out. Nah, I'm not gonna leave a link to that rigid one. That just don't make any sense. Look, get this Milwaukee if you're gonna spend the extra coin. If you got 200, you got 185. You'll be happier with this one. Moving on. We have this DeWalt 8¼ inch job site table saw with the stand. Now, usually we see this for $299 during the holiday season. This is the lowest I've ever seen. At one time, $279 with a coupon, but that was like a very rare occurrence. You're going to see this for $299 during the holidays, and it's $299 right now. So if you needed a table saw, here you go. $299 for that DeWalt with the stand. Moving on, we have this rigid detachable light. So the cool thing about this, it comes with this stand here, and you can take it off, as you can see here. You can remove it. So it's detachable. It comes with a 2 amp hour battery and a charger for $89, and it's 1200 lumens. Not a bad deal considering it's a whole kit. Now, I don't know about that $197 regular price. That seems insane to me, but $89, decent deal there. Now, we also have this rigid belt sander kit. I'm not familiar with this belt sander at all. You got 4.2 out of 5 stars. Read the reviews. 82% of customers recommend. Much different than the oscillating tool, but I don't have any personal experience with this, so I can't really comment too much. But $139 as a kit for a decent belt sander is a good price. I will buy this, try it out quickly. So if it doesn't meet your needs, you can return it within the 90 days. But I don't think that you'll be disappointed with this for $139. Moving on, we also have this rigid ratchet kit. So you have a 2 amp hour high output battery with this ratchet charger and a nice little carrying case for $149. I was about to say $49. Whoa. Speaking of ratchets, now this is $185. This Milwaukee M12 high-speed ratchet. Now, I like this deal depending on what you're looking for. None of these things are super duper torquey. So this provides 35 foot-pounds of torque, but it shines in the RPM, 450 RPM. And this one back here is 60 foot-pounds of torque. While you might be saying, man, that's almost double. I mean, it's still not doing a whole lot. And those RPMs are super slow at 175. But this right here with these two 5 amp hour high output batteries is going to get really close to that 450 RPM. And with that kind of speed, it makes up for, sorry, somebody's truck was loud. It makes up for the lower torque. So they're probably about the same strength. And this will just get the job done faster because it's way faster. So it's 3 times faster than the other one. 185, I would totally do that. Speaking of 185, we have this Milwaukee M12 cutoff tool. Now, and it also comes with the two 5 amp hour high output batteries and a charger. Now, a lot of people just dog this thing. I don't know why. Yes, the DeWalt is more powerful, but you don't always need that kind of power. What are you cutting? I have both, and I go for the Milwaukee most of the time, mainly for the dust collection. The dust collection port on this, as you can see right here, is universal, whereas the DeWalt is proprietary, and that hose is like $45, $50 or something like that. Something reckless. Like you're gonna be spending a lot more money to have basically the same tool. This cuts through plaster like a knife through butter. Seriously, I don't know about a hot knife through butter, but a knife through butter, it cuts very good. And that was without me using a high output battery. Okay? So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. This is a great deal with those batteries attached to that tool. We also have this 5 and 3 inch M12 circular saw, also with the same batteries for the same price. I don't have any experience with this, but I've heard from some of you guys that it's good, so that's why I'm talking about it here. Moving on, we talked about this a few days ago when I made the video comparison between this and the new Flex High Torque. And guess who posted a video the next day? This was last Thursday. I posted that. Friday, the Torque Test channel posted their video showing their findings. And hey, man, I would say overall, in terms of power, the Milwaukee beats the Flex. But in reverse, with the right battery and all that situation, the Flex, shows up. It's like the same. So you can't go wrong either way. But this with this 5 amp hour battery going in forward, yeah, it dogs the Flex. That Flex don't like forward at all. So I would say this is a good deal. This is why I paid for my old one like 6-7 years ago. $249 with the free 5 amp hour battery. So there you go with that. We also have this. Then this deal don't make no sense. I think this might be a glitch. So hurry up and get this if you were curious about a die grinder. So we got a die grinder and a mid-torque impact wrench. First of all, the mid-torque impact wrench is like $229. So for extra $5, you get this die grinder. And they both fuel. Come on now. What are we talking about? There you go. We also have another oscillating tool. Oscillating tool from Ryobi with this orbital sander, $69. So if you were curious of getting into woodworking or just need a little something around the house, this is a fantastic deal for $69. Almost done, got two more. So the last two are going to be real big kits. So we have this rigid 8-tool combo kit. Comes with two 2 amp hour batteries and a 4 amp hour battery, and you have various tools here. And I'm going to just show you before you get too excited about that one that we have a DeWalt one as well. Now let's go back to the rigid. It's $50 more than the DeWalt, and you get 2 extra tools. So over here you get a stubby impact wrench, which I believe it does about 200 foot-pounds of torque. From a lot of people out here, I've heard that they've been disappointed with it, that it just makes a lot of noise and doesn't do a lot of loosening. You do get a decent impact driver. It has no modes though. And then you get a drill. It's not a hammer drill. So you got to keep all this stuff in mind. It has a fairly decent one-handed reciprocating saw, has a cutoff tool, a very good right angle drill. It has the circular saw, 6.5 inch, a light, and those batteries. Now, when we come over here to the DeWalt kit, let's go through them because this will be important. So you're going to get an oscillating tool, but it's the Atomic. It's not the XR, and the XR is the bigger brother to this one, a more powerful one. The Atomic does 18,000 oscillations per minute, where the 20-volt XR does 20,000. You get the XR orbital sander, so that's their big boy right there. You get an Atomic impact driver, which doesn't have any modes either, just like the rigid set. So this is 1,700 inch-pounds. Then you get this XR angle grinder, which is a really good angle grinder. And then you also get this XR 6.5 inch circular saw. Now, if I recall, we got something else. Or you also get, I don't know why I didn't have the drill, but you get this Atomic hammer drill. So this is a hammer drill, unlike the regular drill from the rigid kit. You get a 5 amp hour battery and a 2 amp hour battery with that, along with, let's not forget, this Tough System 2.0 rolling box, which is very, very good. This is the Tough System 2.0 is my favorite like storage kit out of all of them. I mean, the Milwaukee's really customizable, and the Flex is good too. But I just like the DeWalt. I'm an OG. I had it for a few years. So there you have that. That's $499. You get some decent tools. Now, if we go ahead and break this down, let's call this Tough System rolling box $100. Let's call this drill $70. $170 there. We're going to call this impact driver $70. So we have $240. This oscillating tool, let's call that $70. And we know none of these tools are $70. I'm just saying $70. $310. This angle grinder, let's call it $100. That's $410. Let's call this circular saw $70. And that's $480. Let's call this orbital sander $70. That's $550. And let's call these two things, these two batteries and a charger $50. That's $600. I just gave you super low prices. You'll never get these tools for. And it's still way more than $4.99, so that is a good deal there. And that is it for today's video. Hopefully it was helpful. If you got any value from it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any deals in the future, and I will see you guys next time.